Hello and welcome. I've been trying to improve and it's not going so well, so I'm looking for a time I'm going to follow. I'm looking for a ghost, and I decided to go with one of my friends, Alfred. So he's second in my current friends list. He's currently 14th in the world when I made this video. So he's very high ranked. And sometimes you learn by following a ghost. Now I've got a few runs in already. I've been following them for about 10 minutes. Check this out. I beat Alfred at corner 1, and I beat him pretty good. Corner 1 is extremely important. We're full throttle through Eau Rouge and Radillon, so 25% of the lap happens between corner 1 and Lacombe corner at the top of Kemmel here. So look at this. I'm almost a tenth of a second ahead of him, and this is where I learned from Alfred. I was not taking Lacombe very good. So look at that. I've maintained my lead. Now here I'm going to lose it a little bit, and that's going to let Alfred catch up a little bit. But we're still running really pretty equal. Like, the variance is so small, you know, less than a tenth of a second, half a tenth. Now we're up to a tenth of a second, okay? So watching this, very, very short braking points all over the place. After this, we're going to do this more in depth. Here's where I make a 0.3 of a second mistake, right there, getting back to the throttle. If you go back and you look at something there, we'll check this in the second run through. We were basically like 0.75 seconds apart. And when we get to the next braking point, he's pulled away by 0.3 of a second on me. So that's how big of a mistake I just made. And then I make a minor mistake here. Not too bad though. I gave away another half a tenth there. Yeah. So all in all, not bad. He definitely still beat me by quite a lot, almost half a second. But look at what this does for me, guys. Boom! I was just outside of Group A. I think I'm comfortable for the week, so check this out. I'm 195th. I was 281st. That's a huge gain. So let's take a look at my braking and acceleration points. And yes, 2 more views are going to appear. Steering wheel view is interesting. It lets you see how I'm rotating. So there's a little patch of shade there. And that's where I'm getting on the brakes just as I'm passing it. And corner 1 is difficult. I greatly over focus on corner 1. Often I restart a race 100 times because I blow corner 1. I'm learning to let it go and try to learn the rest of the track. So coming up to Lacombe here, I actually drive it in pretty deep. I'm on the red and yellow curb here for a while before I'm on the brakes. But then you got to start that turn early. So here's where I'm basically almost completely off track. That allows me to get a proper race line here. Thank you, Alfred. I was really having trouble. Your race line helped me. And then here I got to the throttle of just a skosh early. Tiny bit early. Here you can get it so it almost, I could have cut that more. I could have had it so it looks like all 4 tires are off track. At Pouan corner, he does a little bit better. It's a very short braking point. I was on a little longer than I needed to be. This corner coming up, this tight right-left, I'm pretty good here. So I gained some back on him. So, see this? So this is why it's sometimes good to race upper people. I don't feel as bad about my abilities. This is one of my weakest corners, Stavelot, I believe. 22% of the race happens between Stavelot and the last chicane. Critical, that's a massive mistake there. So that mistake just gets bigger and bigger because it's such a long run. 0.3 of a second mistake right there. So obviously I need to work on Stavelot more. It's really hard for me. And here I don't do too bad. Maybe I'm driving it in a bit deep. I'm pretty even with him. I let that go slow motion so you could hear. I'm back to the throttle for just a bit, then on the brakes, then on the throttle again. And there you go, guys. That's how I got a Group A run. I think I'm pretty safe. There's just a couple of days left. Please like, please subscribe. Let me know if you like videos like this. Here's some other videos you might find interesting, and hope to see you out there on the track. Bye-bye now.